What's going on, guys? D. Anthony here with Evolution Traders. In this video, I want to show you a strategy that, I tend to look for on a day in and day out basis. That's using the 1 hour time frame. It's using the first hour candle of the day. So that opening range, first hour candle. So for me here in California, it's between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. What I'm looking for there is kind of seeing, where is the market? Is the market pushing higher? Is the market pushing lower? And then I kind of correlate that with yesterday's highs and lows and the previous or the existing week's highs and lows. So if I kind of just look at the chart here, we're looking at just a couple of days worth of data here on the 1 hour time frame. You can see realistically, ever since we've put in these highs of around 18,506 going back to Wednesday, we kind of put in this little bit of a pullback, dead cat bounce, pullback, consolidation, dead cat bounce, and now we've been making these 2-3 day consecutive lower highs. So the market is a little bit weaker now. Short term, it's weaker. If we talk about macro perspective, realistically, since November, the market has been pushing just straight higher. So this is actually a good thing that the market's kind of pulling back, allowing some of these levels to kind of reset. So just kind of getting into the strategy of what I would be looking for is, if I look at the first hour candle of the day, and let me pull up my drawing tool here so I can kind of show you guys exactly what I'm looking at. So the first hour candle is a significant red candle. Now, one thing that I do want to point out here is, if you notice this yellow line on the screen, that's the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. The purple line is the 20 SMA and the black lines are the linear regression channels. So if you kind of look at where we were opening up into the pre-market, heading into this opening hour candle, we kind of put in a little bit of a pop here over this 220 SMA, put in this high, kind of back tested here, and we're just sitting right at this 200. So if you notice, the first hour candle immediately starts to wash out, right? It starts to wash out that 200 SMA and starts to test the overnight session lows. So overnight session lows being here. This is a little bit of a trade that I teach in Evolution Traders, as well as kind of marking out those overnight session highs and lows and then looking for those confirmations on the grab of liquidity there. But again, the main setup that I want to focus on here is allowing this first hour candle to close. Okay, mark out your highs and lows, and once you mark out your highs and lows, all you're doing is waiting for a confirmation on the following hour candle. So if I was to take everything off of the screen, and I'm going to put a little bit of a price level line here at the close of this first hour candle, what I'm then going to do is go down to, I'm going to go down to the 5-minute time frame. Now you're going to notice something very, very unique here. Not only do we break the first hour lows, but we break the first hour lows in one singular 5-minute candle and immediately snap back up. Now here's a big kind of rule that I need you guys to kind of understand. When you're looking to take, when you're looking to take that opening hour, first hour breakdown, what you want to see here is you want to see that level get broken. So it happens here, immediately gets broken. Let me kind of draw it out to you. Immediately here, we break the first hour lows. Then what you're doing is waiting for the confirmation on a following candle to confirm the new lows. That's your entry. So realistically, you're looking to get into this trade at a price of around 18,061. Now within 5 minutes, we quickly go down to a price of 18,029. So we're looking at a 30-point washout in a matter of less than 5 minutes before we immediately reverse. Now, again, if you're a member of Evolution Traders, you guys already know what I'm talking about here. We catch these little bit of a Big's bottom is what we like to call it here. This is a particular play where we like to catch these candlesticks and ride them back up into supply for those mean reversion trades. Again, that's something that we go over and we kind of looking at live in Evolution Traders. But the trade that I'm talking about here, the quick scalp through the previous or through the first hour highs and lows, is right here. It's on this wick is where you want to enter, and you would have potentially been able to take out close to 20, 25, even 30 points on this particular play in a matter of minutes. Now, one thing that I kind of want you guys to understand is that depending on your position size, right? Depending on, let's say, for example, you're someone who's trading, I don't know, 3 micro contracts. Okay. If you take 20 points on 1 micro contract, you're looking at around $40. So if you times that times 3, you're looking at potentially $120 within a matter of 5 minutes. Now, this is a fantastic opportunity on a Friday to get in there, take 3-4 micro contracts, grab $100, grab $150, and just kind of call it a day and end your week. Now, if you're a trader who's looking to trade a little bit longer and looking for more setups, then obviously, you have a setup here that we go over in Evolution Traders. You've got a little bit of a setup here that does stall out, would have been a loser. And then you have another setup here that would have paid at a full 1-to-1. So essentially you would have been able to take 3 trades on the day, winning 2 of those trades, coming out of the day profitable here as we head into this New York lunch hour. Again, I try to do all of my trades. Okay, I try to do all of my trades, and this is just a personal preference, but I try to do all of my trades within the first 2 to 3 hours of the market. Why? There's a lot more volatility. The action, generally speaking, is a little bit faster. It's a little bit bigger. You can make, some really decent money without having to sit at the computer screens all day. Now, I do sit here, after lunch, and I kind of, do some chart work, and I look at the market and kind of see where we're going. But for the most part, I try to at least make my money within the first 1 to 2 hours of the day. And that's normally, it's how I've been doing it with options for the past 9.5 years. It's how I do it with futures. It's just, to kind of give myself a block of time where I want to come into the market. I want to actively look for trades. I want to actively sit and wait for those trades to come. And I want to make sure that if I don't get any trades within that first 2 to 3 hours, then generally speaking, I can kind of just close the computer screen down, come back the next day. Or if I do manage to make a little bit of cash within those first 2 to 3 hours of the market, it feels a lot better closing that computer screen down, knowing that you did something good. So again, if you guys are looking for a strategy that doesn't require you to trade off the open, it doesn't require you to trade, the first 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute candle. If you guys want to sit back, wait 30 minutes, wait for this opening range to get confirmed, take it as a scalp. Again, could this have ran, 50, 60, 70, 100 points? Sure. Could it have, touched 10 points and reversed? Of course. This managed to give you 30 points here. So my best advice for you is where you're going to take profits at is going to be dependent on how many contracts that you have. Now, your max pain stop loss has to be a previous 5 minute candle. So your stop loss would have been up here. Now, let's say you're playing 1 micro contract and you go down 30, 25, 30 points, you're up 40, 50, $60, and you don't take profits and it comes back to stop you out. That's the name of the game. You're going to have to, kind of live with that. Again, but depending on where your level of experience is, I believe that, personally, it's all about base hits. If you can take 15, 20, 25, 30 points out of the market and you're yes, right, meaning the setup that you're looking for pays you 15, 20, 25 points, especially very, very quickly, 90% plus of the time you need to be locking in profits. Stop being greedy. Stop expecting these things to just continue all day in your favor. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Stop trying to go for the $1,000 trade. Listen, I would rather make $100 a day and do that every single day and allow those gains to compound than to be that one idiot that's looking for the one trade to try to make $1,000 today and then tomorrow lose $3,000 and lose an account. It's all about stacking the chips in a very orderly fashion. Keep things calm, keep things under control, and you're going to have a lot more success. If you guys want to join Evolution Traders, that link is down in the description box below. If you'd like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you guys did this week. I'd love to hear and see how you guys finished the week this week, right? Make sure we're staying under control, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.